Good morning and welcome to the Jet Experience. We've finished up all the Disney parks and we're moving on to Universal Studios Orlando. I suspect it's very similar to the one in Hollywood. I know little differences like no studio tour here, but we're just going to get on in there and check out what they have to experience. And already one major difference between Hollywood and Orlando is Orlando has a couple different parks, whereas Universal Hollywood, it's just the one park. And an always popular photo location right in front of the Universal Globe. And here's the main entrance for Universal Studios Florida. All right, we are finally in the park and making our way down the main strip. We're heading over to Harry Potter area first because Gringotts gets quite the long wait as the day goes, so we're gonna try and get over there quickly. Everything else right now is really, really low though. Oh, and here's Marilyn Monroe.
Oh man!
And there's Shrek and Donkey out. And here's Transformers. And out for a meet and greet is Megatron. And we're getting ready to head into England, it looks like, which happens to be where some Harry Potter stuff is. This is the highlight of this entire trip for me, as there's a small Wizarding World in Hollywood, but this is definitely the bigger of the two, and I myself am a huge Harry Potter fan. And here's a triple-decker bus from the books and movies. Down here in the corner is King's Cross Station. We're able to find our way into Diagon Alley. If I don't feel like I'm 12 years old again. There's Gringotts Bank right in the back, which is the ride we're heading for. Unfortunately, it shot up from a 15 to a 30-minute ride, or a 45-minute ride. So we'll stand in line, get it out of the way. Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. Got a really cool shot of buildings, and here's the entrance. So we're inside Gringotts in the line. Had to switch over to the phone for filming, so apologies if it's shaky. Because we had to store all bags, all carry-outs, can bring anything in, including a small little purse. So all we've got on us are phones right now. And I can see Gringotts Bank down at the end, and there's some tellers along the side. Oh, we'll have some close shots over here. It almost looks like he's looking at me.
Then, go directly to the office at the end of the corridor. From there, you will be escorted to the vaults. Well, that's all. Move along.
You'll find the lift to be quite an extraordinary experience in itself.
Other screens. So we just got done on Escape from Gringotts. Absolutely phenomenal ride. It's very roller coaster-y mixed with 3D, actually 4D because they had some heat, some water effects. It's kind of similar to the Transformers ride actually, that's at both parks. Inside was spectacular detail, looked like we were definitely in Gringotts. It's too bad this ride's not at Hollywood because I think this is my new favorite ride. But we'll see as we try some of the other rides around here that aren't in Hollywood. And here's another outside shot of Gringotts with a large dragon on top that's featured throughout the ride. Outstanding. Jellied Gel Shop. Grigorovich's wands. Here's Globus Mundi. I had a coffee mug from there, but it broke. Here's the mug I had. It's got a leather cover, which is kind of almost like a sleeve. And then here's a bunch of travel swag. And we found the hopping pot, where you can get butterbeer. We're looking for a frozen one right now. There's a little bit of a line, but we'll hop in. So we were wondering what was at the end of this street where it gets dark, and I should have known better. Here we are heading into Nocturne Alley. Now don't let the video fool you. It is much darker in here than it's looking. In fact, I almost have to use the screen of the camera as night vision almost. It's very, very dark in here. There's some spiders in there. Savants. What is over here? It's so dark I can't even read this sign without the camera. Arachnids available, nocturnal venomous bird eating, world's largest. There's Borgin and Burks. Shrunken heads. Undertakers and embalmers. And here's the statue of what some people might say is my namesake, Jebediah Springfield. Right now we're heading over to Fast and Furious Supercharged. This is actually part of the studio tour in Hollywood, but it's its own kind of ride or attraction here in Orlando. Here's the front of the building. So we'll kind of, we'll go on it, we'll compare it and see if it's the same or what's different about it from Hollywood. This attraction also has the virtual line where it's kind of like a virtual queue where you can reserve an hour time period of which you're gonna show up to go on the ride. But right now it's only a 20-minute standby anyway, so not too bad. All right, so we just got out of the Fast and Furious attraction. Effectively, it's the same ride with one major difference. This one is not 3D like the one on the studio tour is. So as the result of not being 3D, the graphics are actually a little bit better. You can tell it's a lot more computer animated, but it's a lot crisper. It's almost like 4K or HD, but essentially the same ride. If you enjoy the studio tour, then you would enjoy this ride as well. So we're getting ready to go on E.T. Adventure, not a ride we have in Hollywood.
Wait, they got E.T. They're getting away. Unit 3, cut them off.
We're flying around in our bicycle. Oh, it's a car! Another car trying to get us.
End of the road. Hey, stop! Get away! Look, they're flying!
Work done.
Welcome home. You have
Mad Dog. Goodbye, my darling friend. I like it, get it, I like it.
So we just got off ET Adventure, and as you could see, we actually were able to film in there. Technically, they said, if you're going to take pictures, turn your flash off. So I simply didn't have any lighting on. But I could see why we were able to take pictures, because it was basically like an actual ride, as opposed to what Universal has a lot of, which is like the virtual rides or like the simulation rides. So it was a pretty nice ride. Reminded me a lot of Peter Pan from Disney World, or Disneyland actually, and Disney World. But all in all, it was a nice mellow ride to give the stomach a break from all the 3D and motion rides they have. So that's going to do it for our first day at Universal. We did just the Universal Orlando side. Tomorrow we're going to I think Island Adventure, where they've got Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park before Jurassic World, which they haven't updated yet in Orlando, and then a bunch of other rides that we're not familiar with that are only in the Orlando side. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel, and if you do, ring the bell below to get notifications of our future videos and join us on our next experience.